Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, again, welcome to this presentation. We have this study early childhood, shape young minds, and secure your permanent residency. So again, thank you for your time and for coming here to our webinar. This is to be presented by me. I'm Nicole Ting, Team Lead Admissions. Together with me is Yizhen Zhao, our registered migration agent.
Hi, good afternoon.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Our video was. Hold on. Sorry, excuse us. Is this thing? Sorry. Turned off. Right, video. Okay, there you go. Sorry, you couldn't see us earlier today. Okay, slideshow.
Okay.
So sorry about that.
Hi.
Again, welcome to our presentation or webinar today. It's Study Early Childhood, Shape Young Minds, and Secure Your Permanent Residency today on 5th of December. I'm Nicole Ting, Team Lead Admissions. Together with me is Yizhen Zhao,
Hi.
Registered Migration Agent for 10 years here in Australia. Okay, let's start with disclaimer. The content of this webinar is for information purposes only. Whilst every effort has been made to ensure the accuracy of the materials contained here and incorporated by reference, this presentation is not intended to constitute legal or immigration advice. We do not advise you to act on the basis of the material contained in this presentation without obtaining advice relevant to your individual circumstances. So we highly recommend taking professional advice on matters related to immigration. Okay, first, why study early childhood? So I believe you have been you are here because you're already interested with studying early childhood. But to emphasize why study this program, it's actually Australia has high demand for educators. So the government has identified early childhood education as a skill shortage area, making it a priority for the migration pathway. Qualified educators are essential to meet the growing needs in childcare centers, kindergartens, and preschools. Second is the impactful or the purposeful career that you can have if you study the an early childhood program. So early childhood education plays a vital role in a child's development, including their cognitive, emotional, and social skills. So you'll actually be an instrumental in shaping the future of Australia's youngest citizens. And third, there's job security and opportunities here in Australia. Graduates of accredited programs enjoy strong employment prospects in diverse settings such as long daycare, family daycare, and preschools. So there's also competitive salaries and growth opportunities that await qualified professionals. Next slide. So what are the career outcomes that you can get if you finish an early childhood program?
Let me take over this page. The career objective will depend on what you study. We have two main choices. One is you study Certificate 3, 4, and diploma program for 2 years, and you can become a childcare worker or childcare center manager. If you choose to study something more challenging, for example, graduate diploma 1 year, or master degree 2 years, or bachelor degree 3 to 4 years, you can become a teacher, especially early childhood teacher, as on the topic. So, what are the difference? Becoming teacher is the pathway to becoming teacher is more challenging. You have to study a postgraduate course, and it's obviously more expensive. But becoming a teacher is rewarding by itself. You can it's easier to find a job as per the occupation list, and also you can expect a higher salary, and also you can expect a much easier migration pathway. On the other hand, if you study Certificate 3, 4, and diploma, it's perfectly fine, and you also have a good opportunity for migration. And just early this week, they updated they call it CSOL, CSOL, again, department is terrible with naming things. The new seesaw is going to be the 4A2 standard business sponsorship employment visa list. And we were surprised to learn that childcare worker is on the new list, which means that there will be some way to find a welcome. There will be some way to find sponsorship opportunity using the once you finish the 3, Cert 4, and diploma as a childcare worker. There might be some fine prints later on in the legislation. We will know more after this weekend. But what we have confirmed is as a childcare worker, you will be able to find some pathway through employment sponsorship, which is very good news for us. Just to recap, there are 2 streams. If you study vocational level, so 3, Cert 4 diploma for 2 years, you can become a childcare center manager or childcare worker and find a sponsorship pathway. If you study a bachelor, master, or graduate diploma, 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and you can become a registered teacher as a childcare teacher. That's a different pathway. We will have another webinar next week discussing the new seesaw and the impact to all the skill and employment migration pathways or programs. You are more than welcome to attend that one. That one will also be very informative. Thank you very much. I'll pass the floor back to Nicole.
Okay, so if you have any questions about the courses and then about the outcome after studying these programs, we have a Q&A after this presentation. So this presentation could last about 20 minutes, and then we'll do about 30 minutes of a Q&A. So feel free to ask questions with Zach later on. Okay, we would like to emphasize the programs from 7 level. We have the bachelor's, graduate, and masters, because as we've mentioned, if you finish these programs, you could actually be a registered teacher here in the country. So we could start with bachelor's degree, which you could study from 3 to 4 years. As long as it's early childhood, then again, you could have those career outcomes later, at the career outcome later. Just to take note, it should be early childhood. So the entry requirement is year 12 or higher equivalent. This will be assessed by us initially and then by the institution or the universities. So we'll have to go through your documents and see if you meet the entry requirement for bachelor's or graduate diploma or master's. English is usually 6.5 to 7.0 IELTS overall or PTE equivalent. Tuition fee to take note is about 20,000 to 30,000 per year. Scholarship available from 2024 to 2025 is up to 25%, which is good. And then we have to take note that the supervised teaching experience that you can get from schools or universities, which is mandatory, is at least 40 days. But then there are a lot of schools who are offering up to 120 days, which gives you more experience or which gives you more edge when you apply for jobs after you finish your program. So try to target for those schools that provide longer duration of supervised teaching experience. Intakes for next year or every year is usually February or March, July or October. And if you finish a bachelor's degree, then you may be eligible for a temporary graduate visa or 485 if you are under 35 years old, 35 and under. Next is graduate diploma. So just by studying 1-year program, you can also be a registered teacher here in Australia. It has an AQF level of 8. So it's higher than the bachelor's degree. That's why the entry requirements also is at least Australian bachelor's degree or higher, or an equivalent. If you did not study in Australia or maybe from your home country, we'll have to assess your school's level. See if you could study graduate diploma directly without needing to study for bachelor's. English requirement, it depends with the institution. It could range from 6.0 to 7.0 IELTS overall, or the PTE equivalent.
Ma'am, can I ask a question or?
Sorry, is it okay if we do the Q&A after the presentation?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, we'll have that about 20 to 30 minutes later. Thank you. So tuition fee as well for graduate diploma, it ranges from 20,000 to 30,000 per year. And scholarship is also up to 25% scholarship available in different institutions here in Australia. Initial deposit, we have partner schools with as low as 2,500 to secure a certificate of enrollment. And then intake same with other programs or bachelors, we have February and March, July and October. This could vary a little bit, but basically, yeah, these are the usual intakes every year. Okay. And then master's degree, if you have finished your bachelor's here in Australia or in your home country, you may be eligible to study directly for master's degree. That we'll have to assess first by Asia Pacific Group and then by the institute. To take note, the entry requirement, usually just the education level, but the institution may require or may assess your work experience as well or other certain units that you may have done in your previous studies. English requirement, the standard is 7.0 IELTS overall. Tuition fee, 20,000 to about 45,000 per year, but we have schools that offers up to 25% scholarship. Again, there's supervised teaching experience, and the intakes are basically the same with other programs, bachelor's or graduate diploma. So with bachelor's and master's, there's temporary graduate visa available for, again, 35 years old and below. Okay, so which institutions that we could bring you in? To take note, it must be the programs for early childhood must be ACEC, QA, or SECA accredited for your program to be skills assessed. So you have that pathway to permanent residency. So these are some of the schools that we work with and which we could bring you in so you could study either bachelor's, graduate diploma, or master's. We have checked that they're actually SECA registered. So if you wish to know more about their initial deposit, their intakes, their scholarship, I highly advise that you do one-on-one consultation with us. Either it's best to do face-to-face in our office here in Melbourne CBD. We're just along Collins Street, or we could also do video call or phone consultation if you're a bit busy during the week. So yeah, we could give you 2 or 3 options, school options, and then give you the requirements so we could submit your application to your preferred program, and to your preferred schools, and then we'll see if you get an offer letter with a scholarship, maybe. Okay, so we'll help you with that, with the admissions process. Okay, we'll move again to Zach, our migration agent, and how early childhood could actually secure you permanent residency right after. Okay.
Hi, so as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 pathways, but today we mainly will discuss the postgraduate pathway where you study bachelor, graduate diploma, or master degree and becoming a teacher. This is because there are some uncertainties with the other pathway right now. We'll have more clarification after this Friday. As you might aware, there will be some changes in the occupation list and a skill assessment authority over this weekend. So very exciting times. First change. Okay, let's talk about pathway. First of all, you need to finish a study, for example, the bachelor, graduate diploma, master degree. Once you finish one of the 3 or a combination of any of these 3, you will be eligible to get a skill assessment. Once you have a skill assessment, you put your profile into the skill select system and ask for it. And once you get the invitation, you apply for permanent residency. Sounds very simple, but it's actually very, very complicated, especially when you have a lot of states, regional bodies, and the federal government, and you can apply for skill select for invitation, and they each has different requirements, and it changes all the time. So it's very difficult to keep on track. But everything starts with the same step. That finish your study. Once you finish your study, do your skill assessment. Then it starts branch out to different places, different authority, and different requirements. But we will discuss that more appropriately with a one-on-one appointment if you want. For now, all you have to remember is you start with study skill assessment. And how do we do the skill assessment? That's that's also one, excuse me, one of the things we are expecting changes over this weekend, especially for early childhood teachers. The skill assessing authority is still AITSL, and after this weekend, it will become ASQA, ACE CQA, or Australian Children's Education and Care Quality Authority. I think we should go. Yeah. Yeah, this is a new assessing authority. It's not just as simple as change of the authority. They also change the different requirements. For teacher, there has been a very difficult thing, that's the English requirement. By meeting the standard, they ask you to be able to meet the English requirement by 7788 in IELTS test, and 7 in reading and writing, 8 in speaking and listening. It's extremely difficult. I've seen many people from the UK tried and failed, and they literally English language. It's extremely difficult, and AI says that if you have completed the 4 years postgraduate study, they can consider waiving this requirement. And in ASQA, ACECQA ASQA, this next week, the English requirement will be relaxed by a very far measurement. So after that, next week, they say if you complete a graduate diploma or master degree or bachelor degree in Australia, they will waive the English requirement. Basically, if you study eligible course in Australia, you will not need to take the English test for skill assessment purpose. And it's a very good news for people who want to become an early childhood teacher, because that's usually, like most times, the most difficult thing in the whole pathway. It's by my calculation, by my observation, the study itself is much more friendly than the English test. So once again, it's a very good news for people who want to become a early childhood teacher. And also, I was advised, not confirmed yet, that ASQA will conduct the skill assessment much quicker than AITSL. I'm not to be held responsible for this, but let's wait and see. Just 1 second. Yeah, and also the department is making some changes regarding the employment visa over this weekend. So how to become a teacher and be sponsored for a permanent residency pathway, we'll discuss that next week in a different webinar. I think it's Thursday.
Yes, Thursday next.
Yeah, it will be there will be another webinar Thursday next week, just to discuss the new employment visa and its new occupation on the list. What's new, what's in, what's out. And I can tell you that now all the teaching or early childhood occupations are on the list, especially with the exception of early childhood center manager. Especially the early childhood workers are on the list, which is very exciting. So it enables a different pathway, which we'll discuss next week. I think I have covered all the new points, but I'm sure you have a lot of questions. I'll pass the floor back to Nicole.
Okay, so I hope you're able to get really good information from admissions to migration side. We'll do a Q&A now, but before that, I'll just want to show you a video about our Melbourne team. Okay, so just prepare your questions for it. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Could it play? No?
No.
Probably. Okay, maybe not for now. Later then. Maybe you could meet our Melbourne team
Anyway.
here in the Melbourne City office.
Yes.
But we're located here on level 7 to 78 Collins Street, Melbourne, Victoria. So we're just 5 minutes away from the Flinders station, and also like here on the side, on the left side is actually the block. Yeah. And yeah, hope you could visit us soon. And then to note, we have this promo, refer and earn up to $300. Maybe your friends or family would like to study. If you refer them to us, you could earn $100 per professional year, $300 for bachelor's or master's, and as well for vocational courses. You could earn up to $300 for that.
And also we waive the migration consultation fee if you attend this webinar. So usually we charge $49 to $99 for migration consultation, but for the
Yeah.
attendees here, we will conduct free
Yeah.
consultations until you get your PR.
I hope you could book your slots since because it gets really busy right now this month. And also for Philippine applicants, for this month alone, we provide free student visa processing fee. So just book your consultation as soon as you can. Okay, so this is what Zach was just saying. We have another webinar next week. It's about the latest occupation list for employment sponsored visa. So this was actually released 2 days ago. So we could tell you everything, especially the ones that are now included in the occupation list and maybe no longer included. So you'll see if maybe the registered teachers are still included or not. But to take note, it is.
It is, yes.
For your info. So I hope you could join us in our webinar next week again. Okay, we could start the Q&A now. Yeah, feel free to open your mic or use your microphone or chat with us for your questions. Thank you.
Can
Hi.
Hi, my name is Shorish. I've been to Asia Pacific for a long time. I'm just wondering, like, I'm studying bachelor's now, only 1 year to go, and I have completed almost more than 4 years of study in Australia and New Zealand combined. So do I still need to give IELTS if I opt for early childhood graduate diploma?
That for entry requirement, that's for Nicole. If you are asking for skill assessment, no, you no longer need an English test. You can just present your qualification and you will be able to get a skill assessment.
And can I apply for my can I study early childhood along with my last year of bachelor's? I still have 1 year to go for my to finish my bachelor's. So can I study along with that? Can I do a concurrent
Actually,
course?
that's more complicated than you think. I highly recommend you to come here so we can check the school system and answer this question. The concurrency is such a convoluted system. I'm not able to honestly, I'm not able to give you a very certain answer without checking your history and the school entry requirement among other things. So I'm
Yes,
sorry, you need to come to the office and do a face-to-face consultation, and we can answer that question. It will
definitely.
be a free consultation anyway, so you are more than welcome to book one and see us.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah. It would be great if you could, for everyone who's here, again, it's free consultation after this webinar, since you've attended our presentation today. Make sure to give us a copy of your resume, either beforehand or when you visit us in the
That will be
office.
very helpful. Thank you.
So we could go through your education, your work experience, and see where we could, plot your path,
Yeah, how we can help you.
help you to secure your permanent residency.
Exactly.
Okay, next question.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Hussein, sorry. Hi,
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thank you. So what's your question for us?
Yeah, I just want to ask, can anyone enroll in early childhood diploma after 12th standard? Is there any requirement for to enroll in early childhood? Anyone done bachelor's degree or anyone can enter into the early childhood diploma after 12th standard?
So have you finished a bachelor's degree?
Yeah, I'm doing right now master's degree. Of course, after master's degree, I can enroll in the early childhood diploma. But I'm just asking this question for my wife. My wife actually did a bachelor's in computer science, but 2 years associate degree. It's not a 4 years degree. It 2 years bachelor's in computer science. So my question is, can she take enroll admission in the early childhood diploma?
Are you saying graduate diploma or diploma?
Yeah, a graduate diploma.
Okay, once again, I'm sorry, but you need to at least send her resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's an associate degree, so she hasn't finished bachelor's degree level, which is actually the minimum entry requirement for graduate diploma. So I don't think she would qualify for the entry requirement because again, it must be at least bachelor's degree, Australian bachelor's degree or equivalent in your home country. Yeah. So
Okay,
she
so it must need 4 years degree to enter into early childhood education.
3 years, but
3 years or 4 years, as long as it's Australian equivalent bachelor's degree.
Okay, so is there any other qualification of early childhood which you can enter?
Bachelor's degree, definitely. If she did not finish a bachelor's degree yet, she could study 3 years or 4 years bachelor's degree. That would gain her the education that it requires for 485, maybe if she's 35 years and younger still when she finishes bachelor's, plus skills assessment, plus pathway to PR. So yeah,
Oh,
bachelor. Mm,
okay, thank you very much.
yes.
Yep.
We'll be
Uh,
happy to.
excuse me.
Hello.
I just wanted.
Hi, Pratam. Yes.
I just want to ask you, what are the like peer conditions after 1 year if we start like early childhood this coming March?
Which program is it that you're interested
The
with?
graduate diploma of early childhood. I just finished my bachelor's this month from Victoria University.
okay, so when you have already finished the graduate diploma study,
Nah,
next
yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
so are you going to enroll the graduate diploma?
Yeah. I'm thinking right now.
Okay, so if you finish a bachelor degree, the most common way, there are two ways to approach this. One is go for a master degree, 2 years, and then apply for 4H5 visa. And in that way, you have about 4 years time to position yourself for this pathway for PR. The other way is to get your 4H5 visa after your bachelor study and use the first year to study a graduate diploma and use the second year to get a skill assessment, get an invitation, and apply for visa.
But
Uh,
is that
yeah.
1 year enough for applying for PR?
That's the question I'm not able to 100% answer. If you look at the past, 1 year is usually enough. But at the moment, as you are all aware, department is trying to shrink down the incoming migrants. So I'm not too sure if next year it's going to be so easy going or not. So not 100%, but in the past, 1 year should be enough for you to find a pathway if you act quickly.
Yeah, but like suppose if we take like this coming March, like early childhood as our PR
That's the
pathway.
reason we are recommending a different pathway, say study there's the one. Yeah, also the reason we ask our studying a master degree and then they have 4H5 visa later. So if you do this, you have 3 years to look for the skill assessment and invitation. Because after first year of study, you'll be eligible for skill assessment, and
Yeah.
the second year of master degree and another 2 years of 4H5 visa, you have 3 years to look for the skill assessment instead of just 1 year, which makes
Yeah. But the thing is that like if I start my masters like this March, so my masters will finish after 2 years, then 1 year will be the early childhood. But
yeah.
after 3 years, who knows the condition, what will be like.
Okay, for the condition, it's exactly the same because you will need to finish 1 year graduate diploma and you start to look at your pathway after the 1 year. So
But
essentially, if you choose the pathway number one, you just have 2
But-
more years than the
like I
pathway.
see on the internet, like nowadays, like it's too much like competition in early childhood. Everybody wanna
Yeah,
enroll in early
look,
childhood.
Look, I agree with you. There will be a lot more applicants than before, but because early childhood is a very popular occupation, it won't be like accountants or engineers. It
Oh,
takes,
yeah.
and what I'm trying to say is, no matter what you choose, pathway number one or number two, you will be ready after 1 year. You're not wasting any time. You will be ready after next 12 months. Then you have 1 year to look for invitation or 3 years to look for invitation. You can tell me which one has better chance. It's
Oh,
not
yeah. Perfect.
pathway number one is not wasting another year, so it doesn't take 2 years to be ready. It also takes 1 year to be ready, and you have 3 years to look for invitation. It just expand a much wider window for you to get an invitation instead of wasting 1 year. It's not like you have to wait for 2 years to get ready. Okay, so it does cost more money and more time to study a master degree. But other than that, if we talk migration and your opportunity, your chances of success, it's better in every other way. So only cost and the time you have to spend is
But how
different.
much time like the skill assessment is taking right now? How many months?
I don't know about ASPA. For AITSL, it's about 2 months, 3 months time at the moment. It's between 2 and 3 months.
All right. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No
Thank you.
worries. Thanks for having us.
Hi, I just wanted to ask, I am 47 years old.
Yes.
Is there any possibility I have already done post graduation and teaching qualification from India? So
What's your current visa in Australia?
current current visa, I am on a visitor visa since my daughter is.
Visitor visa. Okay, your chance is it's good. It will be complicated. You excuse me. Since you mentioned your age, I'm sure you are aware most of the migration programs cut off at 45. There are limited programs like Dharma or don't worry too much about names, but there are employment programs that which can have an age concession until 55. However, you need to find an employment in designated regional area, and also you need to have a registration to teach. Teacher is unlike a lot of other occupations. You need a registration. Even if you can waive the skill assessment, you still need to get a skill assessment for registration purpose. So if you are serious about the migration pathway, you need to come to the office and let's have a chat face to face. I will tell you what to do. I will tell you how where you need to find the employment, and then we can move forward. But it will be very complicated case. Even in theory, it's possible. Oh, sorry. Someone. Oh,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
an.
I'm only looking for. I'm not looking for PR. I'm only looking for a work visa. So from that context, I'm
If
asking,
you're
like,
looking at
what
temporary
I.
work visa, if you're looking at the temporary work visa, there's no age limit. However, you still need to have a registration. So you will need to use your previous qualification and experience and pass the English test 7788 for a skill assessment. Then you can start looking for jobs.
So for that sponsorship with private schools is very very difficult, is what I understand after coming
Yeah.
here.
Yes, you need to get a registration.
Registration means what? I am not able to understand. What registration I have to do?
It's the licensing requirement. Teacher is like doctors here. If you want to practice as a teacher, you need to pass the registration requirement. You need to register as a teacher, just like lawyers, lawyers,
With
doctors.
Okay, thank you. With which department I have to register as a teacher? With which agency?
Each state has a different authority. In Victoria, it's Victoria Institute of Teaching, VIT. You need
Okay.
to go there and get a registration.
Okay, this takes how much duration? What is timelines for?
I'm not a influencer. Usually for my clients, they do it themselves because my clients are usually from Australian schools and the schools tell them. But if I have to guess, I think it's pretty quick, like 2-3 weeks. Because most of my clients came back really rather quickly.
So
Okay.
I should do the registration and then come back to you. This is what you are
You
advising.
must, yes. You must get the registration, then we can start looking for pathways for you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ad. We could do one-on-one in the office if
Yeah.
you need more information.
Thank you once again.
Thank you too.
Hello, hi. So hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
this is Nicole.
Yes.
Hi.
So yeah, hi. So I have recently completed my Masters of Public Health and planning to apply for 485 next year.
Yep.
Mhm.
So am I eligible to enroll for graduate diploma?
What? Okay. You're about to finish your master's degree, right? Here
Yes, I
in
just
Australia.
yeah.
And then, could I ask your age? If you
33.
Sorry.
33.
Okay, so you'd be eligible for 485. Yes, you could apply for graduate diploma since you have at least bachelor's to higher. So if you have master's, you could qualify for the entry. You are likely to qualify for the entry requirement because you have that you have a master's degree already by then.
Yeah, okay.
You could
So
do
if I
1 year. Yeah, you
yeah,
could do 1 year graduate diploma and using your 485 visa.
okay. So if I start the program in March, when would I be expected to finish the graduate diploma?
Yeah, it
Is
depends
it?
with the school. Usually it's like one whole calendar year, so it could be March next year until the following year, or
All
they could
right.
finish by October. Like two
Okay.
semesters from March, for March intake and then July intake, then you'll be done. Even though it's like less than 1 year, you're actually done with the program by, like, let's say October.
Right. And then the skill assessment, yes?
And then we can start with skills assessment. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you too. Okay. Who else has questions? Again, thank you for
Hi,
coming.
hi, hi.
Hi.
Hello. Yep. My name is Adrian. I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah. I will be graduating in Diploma of Early Childhood Education this May next year. Diploma, just diploma, not graduate diploma. So I will be graduating in Diploma of ECEC this May.
Mhm.
My question is, can I already apply for skills assessment?
That's the question we need to go into more details next week. If you
Yeah,
finish,
because there will be changes,
yeah,
right?
if you finish a diploma, from in the information we can, excuse me, we can gather, you will be able to apply for a 485 visa because you
Yeah,
have to finish the certificate and diploma for 2 years, and you can declare the occupation childcare center manager.
yeah.
So
But I
you.
already have, yeah, but I already have a degree in back in our home country. And then I have a 5-year experience dealing with children. So would that be
What's your degree? What's your the full name of your degree and which
uh,
country are you from?
elementary education, general education,
Okay, and which country are you from?
Philippines.
Philippines, and it's a 5-year degree, right? 5-year bachelor degree.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry, 4 years, 4 years the bachelor
4
degree.
years, 4 years.
Yes, okay. In that case, you are likely to be able to apply for skill assessment even now. You don't have to finish your diploma.
Yeah, yeah. But my question, another question is, um, are they gonna waive the English requirement for it?
No,
Still, there is.
no.
Okay,
You have to attend the English test and get 7788.
all right. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
But if I enroll for graduate diploma and
Yeah.
if I
Then
graduated in that course,
Then
yeah,
once you graduate early childhood, if you go for early childhood skill assessment,
yeah,
early childhood teaching
graduate.
assessment, yes, and then the English requirement will be waived.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes. So that's the update. If you study at least 1 year program, AQF 7 and up, meaning bachelor's, graduate, master's, then that would waive the English requirement for skills assessment.
Yeah, but because what I've heard from my friend
Yes.
that even if uh I'm just a graduate of diploma in ECEC, but I have an experience, I have a degree back in our home country, they will waive it. That's what I've heard from my friend, but I don't know if it's true or not.
No, that's not true. The minimum requirement is graduate diploma, not diploma level.
Uh,
Just to confirm, you are finishing a diploma, like, right? Not
yeah,
graduate
yeah,
diploma. Yeah,
diploma.
in that case, from the reading of the policy, I don't think it's gonna be waived.
Okay,
Once again, we need to, you are more than welcome to attend the webinar next week, and I can answer the question with more accuracy.
okay,
Because,
okay.
yeah, ASPA hasn't published hasn't started the skill assessment application yet. They only published a guideline which is poorly written, if I may say. So, we may read it differently next week, but from the information available to me, I think you still need to do the English test, 7788.
All right. No worries. It's okay. I will be attending the next webinar so that I
You're
will
more
be
than welcome to do that.
okay. Thank you.
So yeah, to take note, the changes will take effect on 7th of December in 2
Okay.
days. So we're giving you just a heads up of what's gonna happen or likely to happen in a few days.
Yes, and this one is rather big. Last time this happened was in 2018, I want to say. And they changed the employment visa from 457 to 482. Took us like 6 months to recover from that change. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. It's but okay, I don't want to scare you. It's all good news. Most of them are good news. The list is expanded. A lot of occupations are now eligible for sponsorship. Like, for example, on top of my head, childcare workers and retail managers, retail store managers. So it's exciting times, and we'll find out more over this weekend. Do we have any other questions?
Yes.
You can also type up the question in the chat
Yes.
box if you want.
Correct. And if there are any questions that you may have from the previous slides, since maybe some of you weren't able to attend or to listen in earlier, just let us know. Maybe I could, if I could just emphasize again, we do provide free education and migration consultation since you are attending this webinar right now. We could assist you with studying graduate diploma 1 year or bachelor's 3 to 4 years or master's degree for you to become like registered teachers here in the country. So we could bring you into different institutions here, and we'll have to check the entry requirement we'll have to check your documents if you're eligible if you're meeting the entry requirement to these different schools. So yeah, we could assist you both admissions and the migration side here at Asia Pacific Group. Okay. So yeah, any more questions? I think we still have like 5 more minutes.
One last question.
Yeah.
With regards to applying for or taking graduate diploma, what is the IELTS minimum band score? I mean, average band score.
Sir, can you repeat that?
With regards to taking graduate diploma in ECEC, what IELTS band score should we have so that we can take that course?
It actually depends with the school. So there are schools here. There are schools that schools require differently. There's 6.0 to 7.0.
Yeah, it depends on which school you want to
Yeah.
enroll.
I'll be happy to assist you which school requires only 6.0. So if we want to easily achieve the English requirement, then I could tell you this school gives only 6.0.
Yeah, thank you. But it doesn't matter, I think, because I will be also applying for graduate visa, so I have to get higher than that 6.5.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's best to always attain the highest you could
All
for
right.
English.
Thank you.
No worries. So yeah, when we do our one-on-one, I'll be emailing you the school options. Let's say you choose 3 schools from here. I'll give you all the information like English, tuition fee, scholarship, intakes. Then we could proceed from there. You could choose your own school. Yep.
Just one small thing. If you have recently completed a diploma or certificate 4 or diploma in Australia in the last 2 years, you don't need to provide English for student visa application. They waive the student English requirement for student visa application. Yeah, in your case, you said you are about to finish your diploma study. So in the next student visa application, you don't have to take the English test. However, of course, you still need to take the English test for the admission, for the graduate diploma admission.
Hi, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes, of course.
Yes. So I heard that ISIQA is taking over the skill assessment from HCL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when will that start? And
Over this weekend.
Oh, okay. So do we still need the IELTS test?
Depends. They have a more relaxed English waiver requirement. So if you finish any of the 3, so bachelor degree, graduate diploma, or master degree in Australia, they waive the English requirement. So it's much easier to meet than AITSL.
All right. So even though like I'm studying a bachelor in different major, and then I studied graduate diploma 1 year, and if I apply,
That's what they published online.
oh, okay then.
Yeah, on their website, there's the information sheet. By reading that sheet, it's not the skill assessment policy document yet, but by reading that sheet, I believe that if you finish a bachelor degree and then go for a graduate diploma in early childhood, you should be able to do the skill assessment without the need of English test.
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Any more questions?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Again, we invite you to visit us in our office here on level 7 to 78 Collins Street here in Melbourne. If you have further questions, again, it's best to bring your resume or a copy of your resume, probably visa if you have. Yeah, probably. Very likely.
Hopefully.
Okay. Hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully you could visit us in our office or just give us a call, or you could also email us if you have any more questions. We'll be happy to assist you. It's also free. Don't worry about it. We'll assist you both admissions and migration side. So again, this is Nicole Ting, a team lead admissions here at Asia Pacific Group. And
Yizhen Zhao, thanks for having us.
thank you so much for your time. See you again on our next webinar.